Latest on Typhoon Trami, which continues to churn in the Western Pacific, but now very close to some of those Japanese islands right now. A Category 2 on the Saffir-Simpson scale with winds of 100 miles per hour, that's 160 kilometers per hour, and a pressure around 957 millibars. There's the storm's current location and its massive wind field right now, as Stage 7 on the CDPS catastrophic. The storm is now on the move a little bit more than it was in recent days, now 98 miles from Miyakojima, 161 from Naha, 163 from Ishigaki, 344 from Amami and 570 from Kagoshima. I think it was 350 or something like that from Taipei as well. Right now, a typhoon warning in effect for some of those islands, Okinawa included, as well as Miyakojima and Yaeyama. The gale advisory as well, still for Taiwan and for Amami and for southern Kyushu, Kagoshima in particular we're looking for there. Over the next few days, this is what we expect from this storm, continuing to expand most likely and then being sucked up towards the northeast and then affecting the southern parts of Japan. And then moving through the rest of the country over the later part of the weekend too. Behind that there's another typhoon that's going to be on the way that was designated 30W yesterday or earlier today, and you can see it here moving through. This will be our next storm that could also strike the Japanese islands as well. But for Trami, as far as that one is concerned, we're looking at the storm maybe just passing just west of Okinawa and then bending towards the northeast, maybe just north of the Amami Islands, and then towards the main islands. There's the sea surface temperatures, very warm, 28 or 29, enough to sustain this storm if it was moving, but it is moving a little bit more. Here's a detailed look now. Saturday, still a typhoon, could even strengthen during that time period, could possibly reach Category 3 again as it reaches the northern part of the Ryukyu Islands, then through Kyushu, then through the rest of Japan on Tuesday. At the minute, we're sort of looking towards maybe a landfall on Shikoku and then into Honshu. The amount of time Shikoku has been hit this year, by the way, is remarkable. And there's that next typhoon again through the middle of next week, pushing through towards the north. Here's the latest chances for tropical storm force winds. Pretty much 100% in many of those areas, and even as far northeast as Nagoya, 91% chance even there, and towards the northeast of there as well, very high chances. It's likely there's going to be a significant event on our hands over the next few days. Indeed, you can see some models calling for further intensification, the HWRF taking it almost to Category 4 again, the CTCX doing so. However, wind shear is going to be on a very staggering rise in about a day or two, and there's the sea surface temperatures looking good, and the models pretty much agreed now where the storm's actually going to go, just south of Osaka by the looks of things, possibly through Nagoya. Here's the latest satellite imagery. Curiously, the Miyako Islands aren't marked on this map, but Okinawa is there in the northern part of the storm's influence, and you can see how it's been looking in those latest frames, still holding up that ragged eye, very large eye as well, and it's still trying to fire up that convection. Its movement will be imperative on deciding whether it does strengthen again or whether it's going to continue that weakening trend, which is still ongoing right now, 100 miles an hour, and this is going to go on all week. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com with the latest. You can also find our YouTube page. You're probably there already, but if not, subscribe if you haven't so far. You can also find our Facebook page, Force 13 all in text, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter if you'd like to get in touch with us on there. You can also help the project become even better by enjoying the benefits of patronage. You can find out more information about how to become a patron and what those benefits are at patreon.com/Force13. We're also running live events throughout the course of the next 24 hours at midnight and 6 AM Japan Standard Time at youtube.com/Force13/live.